What's up, guys? So we're gonna be doing a planche workout today. It's been a minute, like almost a month since I've uploaded a long form video. I was in Costa Rica and there was a day I got to the park and it was just like rainy and windy, so I couldn't record. So yeah, I'm recording now. I should have done a front lever video. That'll be the next one. I've actually been changing my schedule, so I do 2 planche workouts a week and 1 front lever workout. I don't really show you guys my warm-up. I'm gonna kind of show you that today. I already did my band warm-ups for my shoulders. I'm gonna do some handstands, and then I usually do push-ups with protraction, planche leans, and then 2 holds. I usually do tuck, and I'm actually gonna switch from doing on bars to on the ground for my first tuck hold, just to get that variation from doing it on the ground and the parallettes. I like to shoot content outside, so I won't always have parallettes. So I need to get used to my hand placement on the ground. I'm actually gonna switch into frog today. So I will be doing a frog for my first tuck, like an easy frog with my knee forward, and then I'm moving on to an advanced frog where my knees will be behind my wrists. I'm gonna shoot for 10 seconds behind the wrists and 15 in front of the wrists. Let's get into the workout. When I do warm-ups with handstands, I usually do regular or a little wide, and then I go to close. I've been practicing close grip to start working on just conditioning the outside of the shoulders for one-arm handstand. All right, let's get this one. I don't usually count my handstand hold times. I just kind of do what feels good. Some days I'll hold really well. Sometimes I'll flip and have to retry. Other days I'll just hold for a couple seconds and fall. It just all depends on the wrists and just how my body's holding. For the close grip, you can like overlap the thumbs, and then you're kind of just relying on the fingertips to balance you, and it's like really close. I just kind of do thumb grip apart. It's pretty much the same, and I just feel more stable. I have done it on my thumbs. I just feel a little off balance on the hands, but I can still hold it. So I like doing just thumbs touching basically for the close grip. I gotta kick harder. Whoa. Oh. Well. Hey. Doing hollow back right there for a second. All right. Another new thing I started doing is just measuring out my parallettes. I've been doing them a bit wide, so now I'm doing fingertip to forearm. It's supposed to be a little stronger, so you're not as wide out. I used to probably do somewhere around here. Now I'm doing a little closer for all of my holds, just to see if it helps anything. This first exercise for the warm-up is the scapula push-ups. Also, my wrists, I've been kind of bending them a little bit, so I've been really trying to focus straightening them down just to get that force straight up and down through the wrist. I'll do about like 6 or 7 of these. Really focus that protraction at the top, tight glutes, tight core. Doing 10. The next little warm-up exercise I like to do are just planche leans, and I've been trying to focus just like the same as the push-ups, good protraction, hips down, tight glutes, and when I press back, in my mind, sometimes my hips and feet try to pull me back. So lately I've been just really focusing on pressing through the shoulders only to push me back. Go for like 7. I've been doing tuck for 15 seconds as a warm-up for a long time. I think it's time to kind of just bump it up just a pinch. And in my opinion, frog is like the next step. I also don't like my wrists here or at a 45. I like almost backwards. I have double jointed arms, and it just makes it easier for me to hold. So turning it all the way back is too much, but kind of like a, I don't even know what degree this would be. 45 degrees from here, but backwards, is the grip I like to do instead of a 90 or a 45 or straight forward. And frog is very similar to tuck. It's just out a little bit. So I'm lengthening my spine just a pinch, and not using the core as much to keep the legs super tight, kind of using more hip flexor than core. Gonna go for 15 seconds here. Good protraction. Try to straighten out my spine. I kind of round a little too much sometimes, so I'm gonna try to really just get that good protraction, good press, and hold it out. 13 is good. Feeling a little unbalanced or a little shaky. On the ground is just much harder. Hits my biceps way more. Hits the biceps a whole lot more than on parallettes for some reason. I think it's just because I'm opening up. So 13 seconds is good. 12 to 15 is what I was kind of hitting or hoping for. So 13 is pretty solid. The next hold will be on parallettes, and we'll go for about 7 to 10 seconds. For this last warm-up, it's kind of a warm-up and a little not, because it's going towards the 7 to 10 second mark. I'm just going for frog, but I want my knees behind my arms for the whole 10 seconds or 7 seconds, whatever we get. We're gonna shoot for 10. Having the knees past the arms is gonna just make me open up my spine and start to rotate my hips in the correct position for straddle planche. Oh. I only counted 5 seconds on that. I'm gonna go for a 3-second hold, just pretty much right after. And my hips were a bit low. I need to press a little higher. I'm gonna hit it just one more time for 3 seconds here. 2, 3. Okay, is that good? So on that one, I just leaned a little deeper. I think it helped me kind of balance it out to press the hips a little higher. I'm kind of new to this variation, and next week, or my next exercise, next workout, I'm gonna go for a little deeper lean and just keep those knees back. All right, we're getting into the workout here. We actually only have 4 to 5 exercises. The first exercise is planche push-ups with a band, the variation that you're on. My variation is gonna be, I'm gonna try for that frog and have the knees behind the wrists. And then the next exercise is gonna be holds. Then it's gonna be L-sit to handstand push-ups. And then the last exercise I usually do at the gym are Zanetti presses. I don't have dumbbells here, so I'm gonna skip that and just probably do scapula push-ups on rings. All right. Really try to get the band on the hips. Usually I end up getting it here. It's a little too high. I'm gonna try to get it a little lower today. See what I can get. Straighten the arms. And we're going for 8 clean reps here. Hopefully I can get them all. Good protraction. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's killing me. That's 5. Let's get 3 more. Oh. All right, that was tough. Trying to hit 8 on this one again. I have switched from pretty much a heavy band to a light band. This one is almost twice as thin, and yeah, I just wanted to push myself a little harder. It's been challenging. If I can't get these clean, my last set of the 3 will just be tuck. Nope. We'll do tuck. Those weren't very clean. So, try to push through. Probably not the best reps. I'd rather slow it down, really get that protraction. The next set will be tuck planche, and it's gonna suck probably too, but we'll go for it. I am noticing with doing frog instead of advanced tuck, in advanced tuck your knees can kind of come forward, and I was doing it on higher parallettes like here, so you're able to kind of like make it easier and still get the protraction. Here I have to keep the legs at a certain distance, which is just making it extremely hard. But I'll probably stick with this and just try to get better at it and get stronger. But the last set will be tuck planche. Let's get this last set, and then I think I'm gonna try a fat band and just go for straddle today for the hold instead of kind of what I've been doing. I've been kind of trying to work on the hips, but I think just holding the straddle position with a thicker band and just getting that mind muscle connection might be more valuable. I'm gonna go for just tuck planche push-ups here with the band, really focus on the form, good protraction with a hold at the top. I'll get this behind my back. Okay.
The protraction came back just a little bit,
Okay.
but it didn't collapse to where I thought I had to tell you had to push more.
I felt on the last 2. So, regress to progress. So, this is the first set of leans or just static holds. I'll be doing 3 sets, and the goal should be 7 to 10 seconds. I think I'm gonna shoot for 5 to 7 seconds right now. And this is with technically 2 light bands that would equal a medium band. Let's see, I don't know. Straddle is just really hard for me because I'm so tall. I just have to lean so deep and my wrists are not trained for that. And I think it's a good idea to just focus on that and get used to it. All right. Oh, I should have stretched my legs. So basically all I want to do is just lean lean until my legs come up.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's one. See how it looks. I might shoot for the 7 seconds. I think I could have made 7. I just didn't want to push it, and I'm gonna stretch my legs and warm up the glutes a little bit, because you really need your glutes to be warmed up to raise them and straddle. All right, we got about 5 seconds on the first set. I'm gonna shoot for 8 this time and really try to contract the glutes, get the legs up in the correct position, get them hips in the correct position as well. Oh, all right, 7's good with me. Oh, woo, doggy. One more set of them bad boys. Head feels like it's gonna explode. So we got 7 seconds. The hips and the legs were not completely straight. I think that's just a strength thing of pressing them up. I'm gonna try to press them and really contract the glutes this time. Shooting for 7 seconds again. I was not able to breathe at all in the last set. My head felt like it was gonna explode. Let's see what we can get. Okay, I think that was like 6 seconds. Was it straighter?
Yeah.
Felt a bit straighter. That's the end of that one. I think I'll keep hitting this with a heavy or a medium band, and then just try to get it down to a black band, but we'll start with today. 1% better every day. Next exercise is gonna be L-sit to handstand press. So the next exercise is L-sit to handstand press. I try to get 3 in a row. I do take a little break to breathe, and I actually like the parallettes a little wider. It allows me to get deep enough in my handstand press. I also like to use a little rock, or honestly anything, just to mark how deep I need to go. I often misjudge the depth of how far forward I need to go, and when you do that, it kind of throws the balance off. The deeper you lean, the harder it is on the shoulder, but I'm strong enough to lean into it and press up. But when I don't go far enough, it messes up the press back, and you end up just kind of like pushing yourself over instead of pressing up. I also know you're supposed to kind of throw the feet that way as you press up, and that's something I've been trying to practice and work on. I am not fresh, so these end up looking pretty rough, but we're just going for the reps here. Yeah, that one didn't happen. All right, so I just do 3 attempts. If I get up, I get up. If I don't, I just count it and try to hit more the next week. Sloppy one. One more. Nope, feet got caught. So count that as one out of the 3. It's also a lot harder on lower parallettes when you're not flexible and just tired. So you usually just have to protract and press yourself up. I think I'm just a little weak right now, so I'm not getting high enough up and my feet are scraping. All right, round 2. And if it's as poor as the last one, what I do for the last set is just handstand negatives, or a handstand negative and then press off the ground. My shoulders are pretty cooked. I did 90-degree handstand holds over the weekend multiple times for some videos at FitCon. I'm not using it as an excuse, but I'm pretty cooked from that, I guess. All right, let's get 3. Sloppy one. Let's get 2 more. Still catching the feet, so the protraction is a bit weak. Oh, 2, let's go, 1 more. Come on, last one. Real sloppy. So we'll do handstand negative push-ups for the last set, and I'll probably go for either 3 really slow negatives with a hold, or yeah, I think I'll go for that. So we'll do three handstand negatives with a hold at the 45-degree mark. One. Let's get 2 more. Come on. I'm dying, bro. All right, we'll do 1 more. Last one. Try to hold this one for a bit. Come on. Oh man. Just need a minute. It's hard to breathe upside down while doing all this, and to breathe while going down in a negative and holding when you're 220 pounds apparently. All right. Last one, come on. No. All right, that's 3. Last exercise we're gonna do today are scapula push-ups on rings, and 12 with clean form would be amazing. It sucks on rings, and the goal, I'm gonna try to have my wrists and biceps turned out, so biceps turned out the whole time. Hopefully we can get it. Try to get the rings at shoulder width apart, try to get into good form, and then I'm just gonna try to do the push-ups. Whew. Hey. Okay, we're doing 10. It probably doesn't look like much, but that is insanely hard, and way harder than doing it on the ground or on parallettes. Just stabilizing it is insanely hard. We'll do 1 more set. Holy hell. Last set, and we're gonna go for 10. I lost scapula protraction. I wasn't getting full protraction on the last like 2 or 3 in the last set. So I'm gonna really focus that, going for 10 again, really trying to keep the biceps out. All right, so that's the workout. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of front lever just for fun, 2 sets. I'm gonna throw that in at the end here, but right here is the end of the planche workout. And usually if I were in the gym, I would do those Zanetti presses before the scapula push-ups, and that would have wrecked me today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay merciless, but don't, because we're doing front lever next. I'm only gonna do 2 sets, 1 straddle and then 1 open hip straddle, or open hip halfway, I guess. And I'm focusing on getting my hips up. When I usually do straddle, it looks something like this. So it doesn't feel like my hips are piking, but it is some type of pike when I contract the quad. So what I want is something like this, where it's completely straight, and obviously my feet end up a little further away from me, and it just makes it a little harder. So I'm going for a 5 clean seconds here, see what we can get, and really just trying to keep those hips up, glutes contracted. A lot of people say tight glutes, and I can keep my glutes tight here, here, and here. So what I like to think of is just really pressing those hips up, posterior pelvic tilt, and then getting the legs out and contracting the glutes. All of that with good scapula, retraction, straight arms, good grip, you know the rest. All right, let's get 5 seconds here. Okay, 4 seconds. Got a little cramp in the calves, but I think it was a good 4 seconds. Felt pretty straight. We'll see what it looked like. I watched the video. I was slightly piked, but still better than what I'm usually doing, so a little harder. So I'm happy with the 4 seconds. Gonna try to keep the hips up, open hip halfway, and I'm shooting for 7 seconds, maybe 10. See what we can get. Seven's good. So that felt pretty straight. It looked pretty straight. That's the end of the little front lever workout. Just 2 little holds. I did 1 tuck hold that I didn't record. I'll see you guys for the next video. It will be front lever, banded, and some holds. So look out for that one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay merciless. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.